Welcome everyone, thank you for joining me today. We'll start our class seated on the mat, finding a comfortable cross-legged position, and concentrate on finding length in the spine, at the same time grounding yourself down through the sitting bones. And we can do 3 shoulder rolls to open up the back. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, open the arms, and rest the palms on your knees. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and start getting in touch with the breath. So we'll work towards a deeper breath, a slower breath. Slows our mind down, slowing our nervous system down. So our body is relaxed, but we have clarity of mind to concentrate on our practice for this short time. Inhale, let's take the ear to the shoulder. Start warming up the neck with rolling the neck side to side. Using the breath, so exhale, rolling forward. Inhale, finding length through the center. Exhale. Work in the opposite direction now. Inhale through to center. Exhale, rolling forward. Working slowly, feeling everything in the neck, stretching out. Inhale through center. Interlace the fingers and pull the arms away from us. Open the chest, we can take a slight back bend. Letting it go. And now taking the hands in front of us, pulling away. We can drop the head, round the back, and release. Inhale, sitting tall, and pushing slowly forward to child's pose. Bring the big toes to touch, knees are wide apart. Feel the rib cage fall between the thighs, stretching out the arms. If it's okay for your shoulders, stretching here. Getting the chest, the chin, or your forehead down to the mat. And then we'll twist here, so walk the hands over to the left side first, stretching the side body on the right. You can take the left ear down, if that feels good. Inhale. Crossing over the mat, stretching to the right side now. So we're opening up the left side of the body. And again, you can take your right ear down now to the mat if that allows you a good stretch. Inhale, gazing forward, walk the hands back to center. Taking another breath, getting a little bit deeper in your child's pose here. And inhale, rising back up. Find your all fours, ready for cats and cows. So cow, we gazing forward, arching the back. Cat, we rounding the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Relax the neck, the chin. Inhale, last round, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to neutral. Opening up the right arm, we're going to thread the needle. So threading it behind the left arm. You can take your right shoulder, ear, all the way down to the mat. Stretching here. Try and keep the hips in center. Inhale, open up once more. and release. Squeezing the core, let's open the left arm now. Thread it behind the right, taking ear and shoulder down to the mat if that feels okay. Bump the hips down to center and release it out. Taking the hands forward for puppy stretch. Keeping the hips high and the chest work their way down to the mat. Stretch it out. Breathe through the body. Inhale, slowly working yourself down to the mat. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to work into cobra pose. So it can be low cobra, warming up through the back. Exhaling and releasing the cobra. Inhale, rising up. Using the strength in the arms. Exhale, release. Last time. Inhale, stretching up to high cobra. We're not locking the elbows completely. And exhale, release down to the mat. Inhale, rising up once more, and this time kick the left foot in towards the back. Right foot kicks in. And we can keep going, adding a head movement, gazing back at the foot as it comes closer to you. And releasing it down. Taking the right ear to the mat, opening the arms to capital T, or hugging earth variation. We're going to do a shoulder stretch. So kicking the left leg over, open the hips, feel yourself rolling over that right shoulder. It's pretty strong, so just avoid it if you have an old injury or current injury. Working into the left now, so left ear down. Kick the right foot over. Feel the left shoulder opening up. And release the leg back down. Hands come back under the shoulders. And then we can interlace the hands behind us. Exhale completely and inhale. Rise yourself up off the mat. For locust variation here. You can have any arm variation. And release it down. Squeezing up once more. Locust. Rise up. Again, the hands can be separate, or if you'd like to work into the shoulders a little bit more, interlace them. Last time. Rising up, strong locust. Squeeze and release it down. Taking the hands back under the shoulders, slowly working your hips back. Big toes together. We're going to do a variation of frog stretch here. If your feet stay down on the mat at the same time that you're working your hips down, that's great. Otherwise, just taking it as low as it's comfortable for your body. No pain, just a good stretch. You can cross the ankles, apply a little bit of pressure. Breathe through, opening your hips a little bit deeper, and then release the legs long, hands under the forehead for crocodile. Rest in crocodile, find your long breath, and when you're ready, inhale, bring the hands under the shoulders, bring the knees back to all fours. Squeeze your core, and when you're ready, work yourself up to downward facing dog. Hips are high. Knees can be bent on the tippy toes, so we're working the back towards straight first. Lastly, we'll try and work through the straight legs. Maybe one heel at a time, stretch it down to the mat. Maybe both heels go down or they stay off the mat. You can keep a bend in the knees. Stretch the whole body in downward facing dog here. Relax the neck, you can swing it side to side. Squeeze through the back of the arms, we're building strength here. And when you're ready, inhale. Let's take the right leg up and cross it over the back of our body, open the hip. Release the right leg down. Left leg straightens up, out, behind us, and then bend the knee, open the hip. Release the left foot down. Stretching out once more in down dog. Gazing forward, take the knees down to the mat, toes together. Rest back in child's pose. And anytime you need to, you come to rest in child's pose. Inhaling, when you're ready, rising up back to all fours. Push yourself up to down dog and swing the right leg long to bring it in front. Step it forward for pigeon. So we check if the back leg is straight and long. You can have the toes tucked under or straight. Rising up, lifting the arms if it's okay, and bowing forward for sleeping pigeon. You can take the forehead down or stay on your elbows, so whatever feels good for your body. It's strong in the hips. Rising back up onto the hands and twisting over to the right side. Twisting pigeon. Coming back front and slowly bring the right leg back to work yourself to downward facing dog, and ready for the left leg. Swing it up and back, step it forward. Hips come low to the mat if that feels okay. Check the alignment of the back leg. We want to have it straight with the mat. And inhale, if the arms can, rise off the mat and bow forward. Sleeping pigeon. Working into that left hip now, so take the breath there. Inhale, rising up onto the hands. Taking the left leg back. Stretch it out in downward facing dog. Inhale, gazing forward and taking the knees down to the mat. Rising up on tall knees, getting ready for our camel pose here. So inhale, take the right arm back, fingertips into the lower back. Open the chest and bend backwards, pushing strongly. If you're comfortable and you know that you can go into full camel, you can take the hands down to the heels of the feet. Otherwise, stay in the lower back camel. Rising up. Working a little bit to the front of the mat. We're going to take the hips between the feet, sitting back for hero pose. You can stay here. Or if you'd like to move a little bit deeper into reclined hero, you can try that now. Either onto the elbows, if that feels okay. You could go all the way down, recline back, and relax. Breathe and open up the front of the body. Whichever variation you're in, it's a great pose for tired legs. staying in hero, find your long, slow breath. Inhale, pushing through the elbows, the hands, meeting back at the top of the mat, bringing all fours, knees, and crossing over the ankles to find you're seated with long legs for forward fold. Rising up and over. Knees can be bent here, stretching long through the spine. Fold forward. And exhale, let it go, rising up. Inhale, bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly. You can hold onto the toes and flap the legs. Let the knees drop. You can rock side to side, continue flapping. And then opening the leg. We'll start with the right first. In half butterfly here. We're going to stretch over to that right leg. So taking the hands up and over. Keeping the chest open. We don't want to collapse and close. Keep the chest open. Gazing out from under that right arm. Inhale, taking it back to center. And then redirecting our chest, fold over that right leg now. Now we close the chest, fold down. Inhale, rising up and changing sides. Left leg long. Side stretch first, so right arm comes up and over, keeping the chest open once more, don't fold. Gaze out from under that arm. Inhale, rising up, redirecting the chest over the knee, over the left leg. Fold yourself down. Inhale, rising up. We can take both legs wide now for seated, wide-legged forward fold. So sitting tall, try and work yourself out of the hips, avoiding the rounding of the back immediately. So try and find the length in the spine and take yourself down. Just as far as it's comfortable for you. You can take the shoulders down to the mat or staying on the elbows, the hands, whatever feels good for your body. Flex through the toes, keep those legs active. And connect with your breath here. Inhale slowly and rise yourself up. Bringing the feet back to center. Rolling the shoulders away to find yourself relaxed back where you started the class. Good work. Inhale. Take all that goodness, happiness, calmness that we've created down to the center of our body. Bowing forward to yourself, the universe. Great practice today.